So what does the abandonholic do? The abandonholic has excuses. This is what we say when there are partners that are available, that can give us what we need. We make up excuses like, he just doesn't turn me on, or he's boring, or I need a challenge. Come on, raise your hands out there. You know you said that. I need a challenge. He's boring. He's not exciting. What you really mean is you don't feel insecure with him. He's someone that you can trust. He can't handle me. BS. But that's what we say. He can't handle me. We make up some excuse for why the man or the woman who is available, who is giving us the attention, who is sending us the flowers, who listens to us when we talk, who can quote what we said, book, chapter, and verse, because they are fully engaged in the dialogue with us, who comes visit us when we're sick, who makes us some soup, who calls just to say, how you doing? I just wanted to hear your voice. Those people, they're not challenging enough for the abandonholic because there is no feeling of insecurity. That is the problem. He's too nice to hold. Can you believe this? Y'all, we say that. I've said he's too nice. Really? Too nice. Is there such a thing? I don't want to hurt him. Yeah, I don't, because he's too nice. We try to push them away. I'm guilty. Yes, we push the guys away who can give us what we say our hearts want. So let's talk a little bit about, because my time is up, but I want to spend maybe 5 or 10 more minutes helping what is too nice. Exactly. That's the point. What is too nice? I don't get that. But for the abandonholic, what it means is that there is fear in really getting and receiving what our hearts desire. Love. The love that 1 John talks about. The love that is minus fear. The calm love, the steadiness, the security. We don't know how. Abandonholics, that's frightening. There's a word for that. We fear being engulfed by love. It feels overwhelming to the abandonholic because we've never experienced it or had it. All we've had is insecurity. All we've had are people who've left us or people who've abandoned us. How do we be loved by a good man? What is there left to do? I'm glad you chimed in. The first step is recognizing this issue, recognizing that that is what you're doing. Let me tell you one of the things that I did. One of the things I did, because I was so caught up in these, I'm attracted to them. But every time I have been attracted, that I've gone by that feeling of attraction, which that feeling for me doesn't normally sneak up on me. It's bam, right there in your face. So what I've learned is when I'm feeling that way, maybe that's my sign. My body is telling me, stay away from that one. Maybe that's one of the things I started doing, or proceed with caution, because perhaps my body is telling me that this is not a healthy person for you. Rather than me seeing those chemicals and that attraction as love or the makings of a potential relationship, maybe my body is giving me a red flag that I have misdiagnosed all of these years. So rather than pushing full speed ahead, back up some and let's see what unfolds. Let's see. And I'm gonna have some questions for you in a minute. But here's what I want to share with you. Just a moment. I want to look at this idea, how abandoholism comes. Okay, here it goes. Just a second. I'm trying to stop saying Ooh, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Abandoholism usually sets in motion when the opposite parent, for example, my opposite parent of my gender would be my father, right? The opposite parent was unavailable emotionally. A friend of mine says they were Sam, silent, absent, and or missing. The opposite sex parent to you was either silent, absent, or missing. What does silent mean? Silent means the opposite parent could have been in the same home with you, but they were not emotionally, spiritually connected or engaged with you on deep levels where you needed it the most. They didn't know you. They weren't trying to get to know you. Maybe they were wrapped up in their own world. Maybe they were a workaholic. Maybe they were full of their own issues. Maybe they were a drug addict. Maybe they were abusive. Whatever it was, the opposite sex parent was silent in the home. That doesn't mean they didn't talk in the home. You can talk and still not be engaged. As I'm giving these characteristics of the home situation, I want y'all to give me some hearts or say, yeah, that's me. That was my situation. If you're relating to this. So the opposite sex parent was silent, absent, just not there. They were not in the home. Maybe you never knew your dad. Maybe you never knew your mom. Maybe they were a phantom. Maybe your mama lied to you and said your daddy died. And you find out, no, he did not. Yes, that was me. So they were absent. That was my situation. My bio dad was not living in the home. He never married my mother. My mother married my stepfather, who was silent, absent, and missing. He was silent. He was in the home. He was addicted to heroin. So, and he also, I learned later, workaholic, I can relate. I found out later that my stepfather, he loved me in the way that he could, but he had friends, his adult friends who had stepdaughters, and they were molesting their stepdaughters. So my stepfather was so terrified of doing anything inappropriate with me that he disengaged himself from me physically, right? So that meant no piggyback rides, no hugs, no kisses, none of that. It was disengaged. So he was there, but he was silent. He was absent. He was missing emotionally from my life. And so that was something that I needed. Boys and girls need the love and attention and affection from their opposite parent, just as they need it from their same-sex parent. They need to be loved appropriately. We need to be loved in ways that speak to us. We need parents to pay attention to who we are and love us in that way. But abandoholics suffer from Sam. Parents that were Sam. Opposite sex parents who were Sam, who were silent, absent, or missing. And so what sets in motion in the psyche, in the physiology of the abandoholic is recreating a scenario that will cause a reversal of what happened. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but let me tell you something. I remember as a young teenager thinking that if I could just get a boy that I liked not to leave me, it would be like my daddy never left me. I remember saying that and thinking that to myself. That's my mind trying to fix that brokenness. You see, all abandoholics are trying to do is fix the hurt. That's all. but we're doing it in a way that is death dealing. We're doing it in a way that doesn't work. We're doing it in a way that is artificial. And it took me getting into my 50s, please hear me, to understand this. Because I knew, yes, I did too, am saying the could hold on to nurture me like my dad. That's right. That is not going to happen in the way that we're doing it. And so what I realized, and Dr. Z helped me realize after I was pastoring a church. I got hooked up, connected to this man who was unavailable. And I thought, and it blew up. And I thought, as soon as it blew up, I was like, whoa, I thought I was past this. I thought that I had dealt with this because I knew abandonment was an issue for me. I knew that. But knowing it is not the same as dealing with it and healing from it. Because what I did not have, what I did not do is develop a strategy. So my first strategy, so that's what's next. Once we realize that this is what it is, I live with the effects of abandonment. I have been an abandoholic. I have been addicted to the insecurity of relationships. I have been addicted to relationships with partners who would leave me, trying to recreate a scenario where they wouldn't leave me, and thus I would be healed and whole. But it doesn't work like that. And so I had to develop a strategy. Now, let me share that with you, and then we will be done for the day. So, I share with you what my strategy was. Here's my strategy. You have to figure out your own strategy, right? I would suggest therapy, counselor, someone that you, or at least, at the very least, an accountability partner, a person that is healthy, much healthier than you, someone who has gone through counseling, who has been through this, but who is on the other side, someone who is in a healthy, mutually beneficial relationship. Talk with them, have them to hold you accountable. So here's my strategy. So one of the things I started doing was to think differently about that feeling of attraction. Because think about it. How many times have you been attracted to somebody? How many times have you gotten in a relationship with the person you were attracted to? How many times has that relationship that you got into with the person you're attracted to turned out to be positive, good, life-affirming, healing, helpful? If it's never worked, it's probably not going to work. So for me, I had to begin thinking differently about that feeling of attraction. I had to begin looking at that feeling as a red flag, as my sign, my body telling me to proceed with caution. So that's my first thing. When I feel that for somebody, it's like, whoa, Nelly, let's back up. Let's see. And so then here's some questions that I ask myself. Is he or she available? Well, for me, it's, is he available? I ain't hating on you if you're same gender loving. I like men. I'm attracted to men. I want to be in relationship with men. So for me, my question is he available? Now, here's where we can really play games with ourselves. And I have played games with myself right here. Is he available? What does it mean, available? Are they single and not dating or sexing anybody else? You hear what I said? Are they available? Is he available? Is he single? Is he not dating or having sex with anybody else? I need to know that. Are they divorced? Thanks. on point tonight. I'm almost done. Are they divorced? We just said number 2. Think differently about the attraction is 1. Number 2, ask yourself, is he available? All of these go under available. Are they divorced? Because some people are divorced, right? Are they divorced? Are they single, not dating, or sexing anybody? Are they divorced? Has the divorce been final? Right? 3, are they separated? Because some people are separated and not in the process of divorce. I was reading this wonderful article several years ago about whether or not people should date someone who's separated. Now, you have to come to that conclusion on your own, because there are many reasons why people are separated and not divorced yet. It could be financial, any number of reasons. But what you want to know is, and you have to decide this, are they separated, living in different homes? Not living in the same home. Are they separated, living in different homes? And as you have conversations with them, if you choose to date someone who's separated, you've got to ask these questions. A wise thing might be, when you get the paper signed, check with me, right? So, are they separated, living in different homes? Are they single? Are they ready for an intimate relationship with you? Are they ready for an intimate, interpersonal relationship with you? My daughter and I laugh sometimes because guys will say, we were laughing about this, guys will say, I'm really not interested in, I'm going to get there, I'm getting there to the emotionally. I'm not really interested in a relationship right now. What they're saying is they're not interested in a relationship with you. Because believe you me, when somebody comes along that they're interested in, they will let them know. Even if it's to say, I'm interested in you, I'm going through these things right now, I got to work these things out, but they're going to communicate that to you, because if they're interested in you, if they want you, they don't want you to get away. And so they will communicate that to you. So are they ready for an intimate relationship with you? Think smart, sisters and brothers. Think smart. So think differently about that feeling of attraction. You cannot go with that feeling alone. Are they available? What does it mean to be available? Single, not dating, not having sex with anybody else. Are they divorced? Are they separated, living in different homes? Are they ready for an intimate relationship with you? Finally, are they emotionally available? Are they emotionally, what does that mean? Are they addicted to any substance? Drugs, alcohol. Are they addicted to any substance? Just asking them sometimes will not give you an answer. You got to watch. You got to pay attention. I'm not talking about stalking. Are they addicted? Are they abusive? These are 3 A's I'm going to give you on this emotional stability. Are they addicted to anything? Are they addicted? Are they narcissistic? Are they self-indulgent? Is all the conversation about them? Do they ever ask you anything about you? Do they seem engaged? When you start talking about yourself, do they cut you off and start talking about themselves? Right? Are they addicted to themselves? Are they addicted? Are they abusive verbally, physically, emotionally? Cold shoulder. If they get upset with you, do they shut down and stop talking to you? Do they freeze you out? Do they non-person you? They're not available emotionally. Are they angry? Do they fly off the handle? Do they get disturbed a lot by little things? How do they handle their anger? My sisters, I'm telling you, my sisters and brothers, you got to pay attention. So that's just number 1, are they available? All right, so that's what we're going to do tonight. This is it for tonight. I'm going to follow up this next week with strategies number 3 and 4 of how to handle your abandoholism and to develop some strategies for working on yourself, I encourage you to seek an accountability partner to tell them the truth that this is my tendency. My tendency is to attract partners that are emotionally, physically, psychologically, spiritually unavailable. I want to stop that. I want to heal that part of myself. I can't trust myself alone to make healthy decisions as relates to a partner. I need your help. I need you to hold me accountable. So that's part of my strategy. I hope you get yours. This is no joke. It won't get fixed if we don't face it. It won't change if we're not strategically paying attention and developing a plan of action to change that part of our lives. It is possible. Now I want to end with this scripture reading again. Here's what the writer says. There is no fear in love. There's all kind of fear in abandoholism. There is all kinds of fears in being attracted to a partner who is emotionally unavailable. Thank you so much. Needed to hear that. There is so much fear in that. There is dread. There is a sense of terror. There's a sense of desperation. Beloved, I want you to know that's not love. That's not love. There is no fear in love, but mature love, full-grown love, turns fear out the doors and expels every trace of terror. For fear brings with it the thought of punishment. That's what it feels like when someone abandons us. It feels like we're being punished, but there's no fear in that. Love doesn't have anything to do with punishment. Fear brings with it the thought of punishment, and who is afraid, and so she or he who is afraid has not reached full maturity of love. If you are in a relationship and you are terrified that they are going to leave you, you are not in a healthy relationship. You are not in a healthy place. And I'm just going to say this. You are not spiritually and emotionally mature enough to be in a relationship. I said it. Work on you. Ask God to help you to heal. And I bet you, most of you who are on this right now have been praying for that. You've been praying and asking God to help you. You've been asking, you've been wondering, why do I keep getting in the same kinds of relationships? So you know you're on here for a reason, don't you? You know you're hearing what I'm saying tonight for a reason, right? This is not something that you ever thought of, but here it is. Mature love drives fear out. God bless you. I love you. I hope that you feel the love through the periscope. But listen, I love you, but God loves you more. And because God loves you more, that means that you are necessary. You're special. You're important. God has a wonderful plan and purpose for your life. I'll see you next time. Peace. Yes, thank you.